Hello, welcome to another simple project from my Simple Project holiday series. Today we're going to make a fun little card with a bunch of pockets on it. I'm going to use this paper pad, which I have probably used already. It's called Bundled Up and it's by Crate Paper. I got it at Tuesday Mornings for $6.99. It was a heck of a deal. I like it. It's pretty and it works good for Christmas projects. So what I've done is I've gone ahead and I've picked out two patterns and I cut them to 6 by 12. The base of my project, the actual card, I did cut a half an inch off of it. So this one is 6 by 11 and a half and this one is still 6 by 12. I'm just going to stick that one out of the way for now. And I'm going to grab my scoreboard and we're going to score this. So I'm going to start with the long side. I'm going to score this at half an inch on the long side. Okay. And then I'm going to score it at a half an inch and 6 inches. Okay. Fairly simple score marks. Well, let's do the next scoring while we have it out. We're going to score this one the exact same way. I'm going to score it at a half an inch on the long side. Then we're going to bring it and we're going to score it at a half an inch there. And then we're going to turn it all the way around and score it at a half an inch again. And then we're just going to set this side a piece, or set this piece aside because we don't need it right now. We're just going to put together our card, which is not really a card. It's more of a large pocket. This is the large part. This is the base part of the card. So I cut off the little square. I cut off the corner where my two score lines intersected. And then I'm going to take, and I'm just going to cut it at an angle there. And I'm going to turn it over so that I can see the score marks a little bit better. But I'm going to remove the half an inch from the side. I don't know. Let's see if you can see. So here's a score mark on this side and here's a score mark on this side. And then I removed the half an inch up here. Okay. Pretty simple. And then all we have to do is fold this up. The one thing that I did notice about this paper is that it does crack, so just be careful when you fold it. Just gonna fold it all up like that. Perfect. And then all I'm gonna do is apply adhesive to these little half-inch pieces here. Ensure a good stick. And then I just have a little bit of the white left, so I'm just going to carefully trim that off. There we go. That just means when I cut my half an inch off the end of the paper, I didn't do it very straight, so it's okay. So now I have my opening, and this is what you have. This is what you're left with. You're going to, you can either decide you can put your opening at the top, or you can put it at the side. But right now, what we have here is a 5.5 by 5.5 pocket. Okay. What we're going to do now is take this piece and we're just going to trim it in half just to make it a little bit easier for us to work with. Okay. So I'm just going to trim it in half like that. And then I'm going to grab I have a circle cutter, but I'm not going to use it like it's intended to be used. I'm just going to, nope, I'm not. It's not going to work. Well, I guess then I'm just going to have to get creative. We'll just have to draw our circle out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mark, let's go out here. I want right about there. And then I'm just going to draw an arch. And this is because I want my pocket to be rounded instead of squared. You can put squared pockets on there if you want to, if you don't want to mess with doing it this way. You can even angle them so that you've got just a straight across. You can cut it, just cut it in half, and then you have a straight pocket. But I wanted a rounded pocket, so that's what I'm going to work with here. And I just lightly sketched it out so that I can draw it, and then I can remove it. And oh, I forgot to mention, let's see, my score marks, the scores that I made are on, there's my corner that's scored. So they're down here, okay? So that this can attach to the pocket. Okay. I just want to trim this a little bit nicer. There we go. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to, again, remove the corner square where they intersect. And then I'm going to carefully crease my folds because I don't want my paper to crack. On the first one I made with this collection, they did crack. So I'm just going slow and kind of folding it and working it carefully. I have a little bit of my hinge here that's showing, so I'm just going to trim it off a little bit so that when my pocket is closed, I cannot see the hinge. Okay? Then all we're going to do is take this, and this little pocket is going to attach to the front of your card, and now you've got another pocket on the front. And then we're going to take this piece and we're just going to go ahead and create another pocket. And the way that I'm going to do that is I'm going to just, yeah, that seems good. I'm just going to put, I want my curve to be exactly the same. And so if I just sketched it out and eyeballed it myself, I would never get it the same. So I am just tracing it. And all I did is I lined it up in the corners and then I moved it down. I pulled it down and over approximately the same on both sides. So I'll show you. I moved it. There's my mark here. So you can see I have about the same on the top as I have off of the card on the bottom. And then what that's going to do, I'll show you after I trim it out. We're just going to carefully trim out a rounded edge like that. And then we're going to do the same thing. Remove the cornered score mark where the scores intersect. And then let's carefully fold this up like so. And this one. There we go. Then I'm just going to remove a little bit of this so that it doesn't show. Okay, and then I'm going to show you My hinges are here on the corners. I'm going to put those down on the same part of the hinges there, and then you can see now we have a little pocket. Just like that. Okay. So what's going to happen now, we're going to apply adhesive to our biggest half circle. Okay. Make sure that your opening is where you want it. On mine, I'm going to put it on the side. And then I'm going to line up my corners. And then secure that pocket. Then I'm going to take my next one, place my adhesive on there again. Okay. Here's my corner. I'm going to line up my corner again. And you could do this without the hinges, but I prefer to use a hinge when I'm making a pocket because I like that it gives you the full room. You get the full use of that pocket then, instead of if you were to glue it, you'd be limited. Okay, so now we've got a pocket here, and a pocket there. So what we can do now is take some of the little tags that these also came in this collection. I'm just going to place some right there. Let's put 3 little tags right there in that pocket. And then in the back pocket, in the other pocket, you could put some more tags if you wanted to. So you have lots of tags if you want. Or you could put a card in there. What I would do is I would stick the tags in the 2 outside pockets. Now I've got lots of tags. I maybe would make larger tags for the bigger pocket rather than using the ones that came in the collection. And then in here, I would make a folded card and put my folded card in there. And then I would tie it all together with a ribbon so that everything stays in. And this would make a lovely gift. You could also put a tiny pocket on here, and that could easily hold a gift card. If you put one more little rounded pocket on here, that would hold a nice gift card. If you don't want another pocket, you could stick your gift card in there if you wanted to make this a gift card holder too. Anyways, thank you for watching another of my simple projects. I hope you enjoy. This would make a great card, I think. I don't know that I would make a bunch because it is involved, so there's not really easy steps to make a bunch to send out. But it would be a good one for you to just, if you need one card to send to someone, it'd be a fun one to send out. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it inspired you to make a simple project, or even not a so simple project. You could make this more complicated if you wanted to. You could add a hinge, another hinge here with a flap that came over the top so that it was like a book. If you wanted to, you could add a hinge on the top that came over the top of it. You could add a lot to this to make it even more involved. But this is my simple project, so I try to keep it simple. I hope you enjoy, and I will see you again for another simple project. Bye-bye now.